Hi all, welcome to the another episode of the Sunday Sitdown with Subhi. Today's guest brings with her the warmth of Chinese culture, the discipline of a global professional, and the curiosity of a true explorer. From growing up in China to building a life here in the United States, she carries stories that beautifully blend culture, family, food, and ambition. Please welcome Chen, someone who is thoughtful, grounded, and is always eager to learn and share. Episode 4 is a special episode because it's an audio podcast, which is different from our previous video podcast. Today's guest is a camera shy person and wanted to keep her identity anonymous. But at the same time, she wanted to be part of the Sunday Sit Down with Subhi and share her stories and experiences from China. So we reached a middle ground wherein we decided to have this episode but have it as an audio podcast. Hope you enjoy this episode like you did the previous ones. Hi, welcome to the episode 4 of the Sunday Sit Down with Subhi. Today is a special episode. Today we have an audio podcast. It's different from the video podcast that we had earlier with our other guest. So the guest that we have today, she's from China. She has been living in the United States for a couple of years now, and she wanted to keep her identity anonymous, and that's why we are having this audio podcast. However, she was eager to be part of the Sunday Sit Down with Subhi, and she was excited to talk on the show, to share her knowledge and insights, and to just have that chat and discussion with me. So we reached to the middle ground wherein we felt like, okay, we'll have the episode, but we'll have that as an audio podcast and not as a video podcast. So yeah, excited. Hello, welcome to the show. And how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so
Thanks for inviting me.
yeah, definitely, I'm excited. And I'm happy that got to be part of it, and you are excited to share your stories. So
Yeah, I just feel like it's a very interesting topic, and it's good to chat as friends outside of work. Right?
yeah, definitely, yeah. So okay, so let's begin the show. Uh, so first we'll discuss about your upbringing in China. So would you like to share some light on your own upbringing and basically do people in China are education and career focused right from childhood days?
Yeah. So for my own education background, I just was raised and born in China, and then did all my uh, elementary school, high school, middle school, high school, and then first 2 years of undergrad in China. So basically, I have experience a full education system in China.
Nice.
Yeah. So I would say definitely since I was a kid, education is a big thing in the family. Especially I think for my region, since ancient China, education is a big thing in our tradition. So people would be considered education not only just for the knowledge or academic, but also how you learn to be a nice person.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would say definitely traditionally in China, education is a big thing, and it definitely will lead you to good jobs and decent lives. Yeah, so I think that's the traditional view of education. But now I think people are also looking to educate their kids not only in math and all those STEM courses, right? But also learning some different hobbies and then find their talent are like paintings and doing a lot of instruments, those kind of things. Yeah. So I would say career focus maybe not that much when we were a kid, but we always have that question, what do you want to become when you grow up? Majority of the kids will be saying, I want to be a scientist.
Oh, okay. My next question to you would be, so how do young professionals or students in China define success or think about their career? Like, what are the most common career paths that students in China are pursuing these days?
I think That's a good question. So from my generation, I would think if you studied in STEM, so like when I went to university, when we need to pick up our major, right? My parents, the only requirements my parents was mentioning is that you need to take an engineering subject so that you will be able to find a job after you graduate. If you are learning something like history, literature, those related subjects, you might be harder to get a job. So from our generation, I think we're successful life, or maybe like a normal regular life people usually follow is after you graduate from school, maybe you take masters. And then you find a good job either in big companies or you're going to those government positions. And actually now I think if you are having a government position, that would be even better than having a job in other companies because it means more stable. Yeah. Because I think the young people nowadays is harder to find a job. I think it's similar in the States, right? The new grads have fewer opportunities now because of the economy situation. Yeah.
So I think similar to what you said about your upbringing. So when we were being raised in India, so even our parents had this thing that okay, like you're a child, should become a doctor or an engineer, and those are the great professions that were like sort of looked for and not the other jobs. And then again, like I think so probably the generation after mine or probably even in my generation, a lot of people wanted to do masters and they felt like somebody successful who could do come abroad, do masters and have a job in a big company. And so I think that's something which I found from your answer very similar to Indian culture.
I think so. Yeah, like stabilization is always, especially from my parents or your grandparents are consider you should have a stable job and stable income. That's always what they are thinking.
All right. Okay. So, how is work-life balance viewed in China? Like, do people prioritize work, family, or something else?
So I think previous, maybe for the past 10 years, I think people are really, I don't know how to say that. So, for most of the big companies, they would expect you to work harder so that people have to view jobs in front of before their families. So like there was a term called 996 means people start working at 9 and get off work at 9 p.m. And then they work for 6 days. So that's a common thing like in among all those big tech companies in China. So I think young people are also, so I think it's a very, I don't know, dilemma for the young people, right? If you want to get paid higher and then you also don't want to get laid off, you have to work hard and work in the expectations that these companies wanted you to be. But then I think for recent, like maybe after COVID, I think people have changing their mind of no, I shouldn't be working that hard. It doesn't make any sense to sacrifice my own health to work hard. And then even though I can earn maybe a little bit more money in those big companies, but then I will lose my health. And then you have no time to enjoy your life.
I think we also have the same mindset. I think while growing up in India, it was, and also like in United States, right? If you are working in a fan company or in any tier one company, the expectation, I think, which comes from your management and everywhere, it's like you need to work harder. And I think we see also with our peers that we have to, at most occasions, we have to sort of prioritize career over our family or over leisure time or over giving time to other activities because that demand is more to put in a lot of hard work. I think that is still there. It has not gone away. So it is there in India, it's there in the United States. I can see that. But as you mentioned, probably with the new generation, with Gen Zs, things are changing. They are prioritizing work-life balance and balancing, having more peace of mind than actually going for hustle culture. So
Exactly.
So that's changing.
And I think in the in North America or maybe Europe, I think they probably view family as a bigger thing, right? At least, yeah, in general, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. I think Asians who come here, they will tend to work harder. I think.
I think
yeah,
so.
I see Americans. Yeah, they're giving equal time to, I believe, like to work as well as to family. Like 4:30, they go home and then they spend time with their family. Yeah, so
exactly.
I guess that. Okay, so how is daily life different in China compared to what you have seen in United States here?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference would be in China, it would be super convenient. Like you only need to bring your phone outside of your home, and then you can buy food, doing public transit, and paying in restaurant, paying in the malls. Everything just on your phone. Yeah, everything's digital, and then so it's super convenient, and there are a lot of restaurants and food options, right? Wow. We also have a lot of street food. Yeah, that's also like night. How to say night market? Yeah, those type of things. Yeah, so I would say daily life in China, you will never get bored. Yeah, there are a lot of activities in the big cities as well. So I think compared to what we are having here in the States, I think it's more like for the transportation, I think it's definitely public transport is not as convenient as China. Yeah. And then it's better if you can drive or have a car to wander around the city, right? Yeah, yeah. And then but I feel like people here, they are not that fast paced as China. So people are always in a hurry in China because everything is developing very fast, and then people are going to the next meeting or going for their jobs. Yeah. So I think there are maybe more peace in their heart here. Yeah, that I can agree. And so you mentioned that so everything is digital in China. Like you just take your phone outside the house and you can go anywhere through public transport to any restaurant, and then that's being taken care of. Yeah. So even all the street foods in China, they have the digital pay. Usually they will have the QR code outside of their booth, and then you can just scan it and pay for it. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so what is like one thing about Chinese culture that you would want everybody to know about it, and people maybe like they are still not aware about it, and they should know? I think that's a very good question. So I think in Chinese culture, when we were a kid, we will be emphasizing that we have some traditional Chinese moral awareness. Like you should always be self-reflective, and then you should always be caring for others, and then like in the public areas, you should always mind your actions or your impact to others. I think so. I think usually Chinese people are not good at expressing themselves because they don't really talk that much. For some of the people, this might be a stereotype, but then I think in general, I think Chinese people are um, most of them tend to do more self reflections. So maybe they don't speak a lot, but then they are good people from their heart because of all of these education and tradition things we learn as a kid. I think from my experience, I can vouch for that. Like all my Chinese friends that I've made so far, including you, I feel like all have been very nice people. And I think the biggest I assume that one of the biggest thing that is coming from is like most of you follow Buddhism, right? I think the teachings of Buddhism is also very like somebody to take. We should be mindful about like what we are doing in public. We should be mindful about how we are if we are harming others or not. As I think that could be part of when Chinese culture was evolving since Asian. There was part of this Buddhism mindset inside, but also there are some of the Chinese local like religious thing called Dao. I don't know if you know that, but but then from that Dao mindset, it's also similar things. Yeah, to teach you or to remind you to be a nice person, and then always doing self-reflections.
I think that's a very beautiful teaching, like actually to be a good person, to be mindful of like being a good person, a nice person, and then doing anything, keeping in mind that okay, our actions are, what could be the repercussions or the impact of what we are doing, and then I think that's a very beautiful teaching, and it's so great that it's sort of ingrained and embedded in every person who has been raised over there.
Yeah.
And I can clearly see so far whatever interaction I've had, as you said, probably they are not that expressive. So maybe when I try to talk more, and that's how in one-on-one conversation, maybe people are shy and they don't try to like talking in public or in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But when you try to talk one-on-one, you get to hear, what they think and what they feel, and then I feel like they are all genuinely good people. And they are very like polite, and they know like okay, what they should be saying, what they should not be saying, what kindness is, what kindness is not, so they know all that. So
Yeah,
that's
appreciate
a
you
beautiful
say that.
so
Yeah.
okay, so okay, so if you could introduce one Chinese dish, one Chinese food item to every household, what would be your suggestion?
There are too many. Yeah, but maybe
You can maybe name three dishes if there are too many. One is difficult. If one is difficult to pick.
Yeah. I think the first thing came to my mind is maybe a chicken soup.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know if you guys have chicken soup like this.
We have, but I think there's the Indian fusion of with the Chinese food.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's like chicken manchow, chicken Szechuan, but pretty sure that's not the authentic Chinese. There's an Indian adulteration to that. So yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think the chicken soup is cooked in every family, so it's more like during a cold weather, it's always good to have a warm soup at home, and then it's always mom will made it, and then in different regions, I think they also made it differently. Yeah. So, and I think it's also easy to make. You just boil the whole chicken, and then adding some of the spices. Yeah. And then another dish, I would say, I don't know if you ever heard of the stir fried tomato with eggs, scrambled eggs.
No.
Yeah, so it's a very common combination cooking in Chinese families. Yeah, so basically you just fry the eggs first, and then stir fry the tomato, and then mix them together, adding a little bit of salt or sugar. Yeah, it's very simple, but then it's also a mix of like sweetness, sour taste.
So maybe like while you are here, sometime we both of us can try that, or like if you like cooking. I mean, I'm not asking you to
Yeah,
cook.
I
If you
can
like
cook that. Yeah,
then
it's also
sometime I
very-
can try.
yeah, it's
or you
also-
can recommend like if anywhere else in United States we get that. Then
I don't know if it's a common dish in the restaurants, because it's very easy to cook.
Yeah.
And they won't make a lot of money on it.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but next time maybe if I cook, I'll bring it for you to taste.
Have you tried Indian food? Like you can give your honest reaction.
I did. So back in Toronto, I went to I think it should be a very authentic Indian restaurant, and I tried that biryani.
Biryani? Okay.
Biryani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I actually love it. It's just a little bit spicy for me.
What's the spice level you tried?
I think I got mild. Yeah, but I think in general I cannot take very spicy food. But I really like how the spices combine together for Indian food. I think actually majority of Chinese people should be able to accept Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the flavor is really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you also eat rice, right? And have all those naans.
Yeah.
We actually usually buy the naans from groceries. I sometimes even eat it as breakfast.
Okay, so now that brings me to the next question. So I would like to speak about the specific food scene in China in particular. So you spoke about street foods earlier. So maybe you can describe a bit more in detail about the street food culture in China
And you also spoke about the spice level. Like probably you found Indian food little spicy. So what's the general spice level that most Chinese people prefer? Like, is it? I mean, let's say compare it on a scale of 5 in United States. We Indians tend to take like usually 3, like medium or something. And so, what would be your preference of spice level? Yeah.
I think for the first question of the street food,
Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, there were more street food like outside of your community,
Yeah.
and then at that time it's very cheap, and then yeah, that's also one of my good childhood memories. And
Yeah.
it's really hard to find those little booths right now in China for the street food. But I think for some of cities or some regions, they have a specific like night market. Like the whole street will be having all these street food and all those smaller restaurants that has been open like over 20, 30 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should, that makes me feel like I should go to China very soon and try out these food items, along the streets. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the next question. Yeah.
Yeah, because for Chinese food, it actually varies from region to region as well. Because I know in India, you guys also have different states, and then it's totally different food.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, in China, it's the same. So for the region I came from, usually it's not that spicy. But then, in Sichuan and Chongqing, so for those regions, they tend to eat very spicy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I
So,
see.
so I think if they eat Indian food, they can definitely
They can take
five.
it. Yeah. So even within India, the spice level varies, as we go from north to south. So people, as you move towards south, in general, people tend to eat more spicy. But as you, like people in the northern states, they eat less spicy food. But I think overall, in general, it will be more than what Chinese people eat. But yeah, within India, I think northern Indian people eat less spicy food than southern Indian people.
I see. Yeah, because in China, it's the the middle southwestern part of China. They eat more spicy. Yeah, middle to west southern part of China eat the most spicy because I think they have more humid weather there, so they tend to eat the spicy food to get rid of the humidity inside their bodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they eat spicy food since they are kids.
So where do Shanghai and Beijing fall in?
Shanghai. So I also come from the same area where Shanghai is. So we are kind of the southeastern part, but not the most southeastern part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then in this region, we don't eat that spicy.
Yeah, you said southwestern region, they eat more spicy.
Yeah, southwest. Yeah. And then Beijing is considered as north or middle of China, and they don't eat that spicy. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say if I get to visit China in future, most likely I'll be visiting any of these two cities. So, and there probably I'll be getting less spicy food, right?
Yeah. In general, yes. Yeah. For their local dishes, it's usually non-spicy. Yeah. But if you are going to any like Sichuan restaurants, it will be spicy. And then for hot pots, it's definitely spicy.
Yeah, I'll take the itinerary from you before visiting China. So let's do a quick rapid fire. So let's talk about your favorite childhood memory.
Childhood memory would be playing outside until dark, and then your mom would be yelling at you from the building, and that all the neighbors know that it's time for you to go back home.
Oh wow, that's but yeah, same with me. I think I loved playing outside when I was small, and then everybody would be like yelling, and my parents would be yelling, "I will come back soon," and yeah. So, any comfort food that you had when you're small?
When I was small,
or like even while you're being raised in your growing up years?
Any food? Or,
any comfort food, any food that
food, I would say like soups.
Chicken soup?
Yeah, either chicken soups, vegetable soup. Yeah, any soups. Yeah, that will always like soothe your stomach and make you feel warm.
Do you have any favorite destination within China?
Favorite destination? I think there are too many. Like I haven't been to Tibet in China. And then I think that would be a totally different, like culturally and also scenery wise. It would be different from where I live.
Yeah.
And also, my favorite place so far in China is in Yunnan province, which is the southwestern part of China.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually went there this year when I went back to China with my parents. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, let's now talk about India. Do you happen to go to India? Do you have any destination in mind that you want to cover in India?
No, I haven't been to India yet, but I think one place I definitely will go is Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
Taj
Oh,
Mahal.
it's one of the wonders of the world, right?
Yeah, it's one of the seven wonders, and then we got to learn it when we were little from books. That it's one of the seven wonders, right? It's really grand, right? And it's all white.
Yeah. So personally, I haven't been to Taj Mahal yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, I haven't been. Like I have covered most places within India, but I haven't been to Taj Mahal yet. So
Okay,
it's
I'll
still
go
on my
with you
bucket
next
list.
time.
Yeah, probably we can visit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So do you happen to know any Indian celebrity, like any Bollywood star, and like would you like to share that that with us, with all of us?
Yeah, there's a famous Indian actor called Amir Khan.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's very famous in China.
Oh.
And I think at least for me, I watched his movie called Three Idiots, and then another called, I think the Chinese name of that movie is called Let's Do Wrestling Dad.
Is it Dangal?
Dangle, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a Chinese translation they have. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a big fan base abroad, I believe, because he makes less movies in Bollywood. Like probably he'll come once in 3 years, but then whatever he makes, it becomes a blockbuster, and then probably yeah, all over the world people know. I think it has good content as well. It has good rating, IMDb ratings and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amir Khan is famous.
Yeah, because in Chinese his name is called Ami Khan.
Oh,
I think
that sounds cute.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of a little bit hard for me to pronounce his name in English. Amir Khan. I always have the Chinese name in my mind.
But then, yeah, the way you pronounced it, it sounded very cute. I like it. I'm not able to say it that way because I'm used to calling him Amir Khan, but Amir Khan. Amir, right? It's Amir. We make it Amir.
Ami.
Yeah, Ami. Yeah, I like it that way. Yeah. So yeah, it was full of fun, I think, discussion, this whole segment. And then I'm happy to announce that we have reached like the end of segment one, wherein sort of we covered all the topics related to Chinese culture and related to, how your upbringing has been and, how your culture has been and how different is that with India and all the United States. And thank you for sharing your details. Now we'll go to the next segment. But then here I'll not bother you with a lot of questions. Maybe I'll ask you a couple of them because we had a pretty lengthy segment in the first one. So my question to you in the segment two, my first question to you would be, so in your 20s, like there would have been times when things would have not worked out, when things did not go well, or like things didn't go as planned. In those situations, what kept you motivated? What kept you inspired to keep moving on?
That's a good question. So I would say, when I was in my 20s, if I just go to take a sleep, I will forget all the unhappiness things.
So like me.
Yeah. I don't really take any. Maybe it's just I didn't have ever encountered really hard times or difficulties, but definitely there were obstacles and hard times I had. But I think it's not a big thing if I consider from now. But maybe at that time it's still a big thing. If I just go to sleep and then the other day, tomorrow is a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute. I think anything in retrospect feels less, but then yeah, in that particular moment, it must have felt very heavy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but for me, I personally is a person that if I do something else, like watching a TV series, um, doing some other things, go out shopping with friends, and I'll kind of it will definitely just distract me from focus on the things.
Yeah.
And then you will just restart the other day.
That's a great advice. So in your 20s, did you implement any daily habit that completely changed your life or like made a huge impact in your life?
I don't know if it will make a big difference in my life, but I think I had the habit that drinking a cup of warm water after getting up, I think it's probably just immediately hydrate my body and then start my day. Yeah.
I think my mother would be very impressed with your answer because she keeps telling me to drink water. So firstly, like I don't drink so much of water. And secondly, I mean, she tells me to do this in the morning, that sort of cleans your system and it's good for, it's very healthy. But I have not been following. But then your answer would have like really bring a smile on her face.
Yeah.
And I should try to actually follow you.
Yeah, you should start.
Yeah, I mean, this is something you should learn in your 20s. But then, now it is already late for me. So I should actually start learning it.
Never is too late.
Yeah. So I think these are the things I had with you in this segment. Now we'll move to our last segment. So in our last segment, I'll try to ask very light-hearted questions just to lighten the mood of the show, of the podcast, and with the guest. So let's start the third segment with you. You have to swap your life with somebody for a day. Uh, who can you think of where you would like to swap that day with that person?
That's a very interesting question. So if I've ever get a chance, I might have a different answer in maybe after 5-10 years. But for now, I think I wanna switch it with an astronaut.
Oh,
Yeah, so that you can have the experience that seeing the Earth from the space. Yeah, that would be a totally different experience.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that answer. It's interesting to hear. So, do you have any go-to comfort food at 2 a.m. at night?
2 a.m. I would say instant noodles.
Yeah. You have to describe your personality to somebody without using any words, and you are just told that you have to express yourself using 3 emoticons. Which 3 emoticons you'll choose to describe your personality?
I think I'll probably put in definitely a happy face, and then maybe a sun, like the sunshine.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then what else? Maybe a pink heart.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
It's just something cute and
Since I've known you, I can really imagine, like, relate to these 3 emojis because, you're full of sunshine and pink heart suits you because whenever even we have chatted, like, half of the conversations will be full of hearts. So,
Thank you. It's because I'm facing you, so I also feel the love and cuteness from
that's
you.
kind. Thank you. Okay. So, if you get a superpower to, one day, what superpower would you want to get?
Maybe when I was younger, I might be thinking of having the superpower of getting a time machine, changing time and going back to the past. But now I feel like maybe I'll just get a more useful one, like superpower of fly or instant move. Yeah, so that I can save time on commuting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can travel to any places of the world immediately. Yeah, that would be it. And also go back home immediately.
I think that's a great answer, right? I mean, if you get that superpower, even I would love to have it.
Yeah.
You can fly anywhere, do anything, and then can avoid traffic,
Yeah.
avoid any sort of obstruction or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can view everything from the sky. It will be a different view. So basically, you want to be an astronaut and you also want to do instant fly. I can really imagine where your manifestations are going. Leaving the Earth.
Leaving the Earth and flying around and be a free bird. All right. So yeah, it was great. I mean, I had a lot of fun discussing and having this chat with you throughout the episode. So I would like to announce you that you have reached the end of episode 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we covered like all 3 segments, and then you answered beautifully in all of them. And then I got to know so much about, like, I already know, like, since I have known you for so many years now, from you, I know like about a lot of Chinese culture. But then through this episode, like, I got to know more, and I think definitely our audience will get to hear you for the first time and hear that side of China, which probably we don't get to. Because most of my audience would be Indian audience, so I think, and most of them would be based out of India. Like, they are not even in US; they are watching me from India. Mm-hmm. So they would have not actually seen this side of China. So the fun, the lively, and a side of China which is very similar to India. So yeah, definitely, I hope they like it and feel very related to it. Find it very relatable. So I'd like to like really thank you for removing time. I know
thank you for inviting me.
I know the work is very hectic, and really removing time and staying back late and to record this. That means a lot to me. And then yeah, I mean, I really appreciate you being excited to be part of the show and actually give your answers. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Just before wrapping up, I'd like to ask 2 more questions to you. Mm-hmm. So, first question to you would be, what is one thing that can make you instantly happy?
I think, especially in Seattle, I think sunshine.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second question to you would be, so if you have any message to tell to the audience or to me or to the show, what message would you want to leave?
I would say stay curious and then be open-minded. Yeah, because like you, I think you're really open-minded and you're curious to learn a lot of new knowledge. And then also after chatting with you, I think I have a lot of new perspectives, and then I also feel your enthusiasm, throughout since you started this channel.
Yeah, thank you.
I also learn from it. Yeah, if you have something you wanna do, you should start it now.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for your kind words. I mean, one thing I've noticed about you is that whenever I've come to you and I've told you something, you have always been so encouraging and motivating, and you have always been like, oh, let's go for it. That's a bright idea. That's very positive. And so I always get to see that positive side, and that motivates me, that sort of lifts me up. It's very, and that I love such kind of people who sort of give positive vibes, and who encourage you to do more in life and better in life. So I tend to gravitate. I tend to gravitate towards such people. So yeah, I mean, again, as you said, like, okay, do whatever you want to do it right now. Yeah, I tend to do that, but it's very difficult, especially with the work and everything. It's very difficult. I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah,
but at least I try. At least I try. I may not be that consistent in future, but yeah, at least
good start.
Thank you.